Why are black Gen Xers so pissed off nowadays? You guys.
Because we were hoping you'd be different. Turns out you weren't. But you know, our parents may have fought for civil rights, but we were the ones who truly had to implement it. We went to school with you. We've been knowing you since you were kids. And when we were kids, you promised that you would be a different type of person. You promised that when you got older, you were going to make a difference in this world. And we believed you because you were our friends. We went to prom together. My goodness, we fell in love with hip hop together. We even loved your music. It was the MTV generation. Your music was our music. Our music was your music. And we loved everything together. But when you had an opportunity to give us that promotion and give us that job, you acted just like your parents. When you had an opportunity to give us that loan, you acted just like your parents. When you had an opportunity to give us the breaks that we needed in order for things to be a little more equal, you acted just like your parents. And dear God, when Trump came about, you turned into your parents. So yeah, we are the F around and find out generation. And truth be told, somebody needs to let you know why our parents might not have complained to everyone else. They came home and complained to us.
I feel seen. I feel seen, people. You know, when somebody say something and it's a bar, it's like they're inside of your head. Oh my God, if that ain't my existence, if that ain't my life. Let me tell you something. I was in the military 20 years. I was an HT, so that rate is not really something that you see a lot of black dudes in. So I was surrounded by white guys for my whole career. And I was pretty good friends with a lot of them. Good friends with a lot of white guys. Tell me how many of them I'm still friends with now. Probably a handful. A handful. You know why? Obama got in office. My support of Obama was such a turnoff for a lot of white people that I considered friends to where they unfollowed me. They stopped fooling with me. Which I ain't lose no sleep over it, but it was like on some, wow, really? Specifically, I used to work with a guy. Me and this guy was really good friends. We bonded over hip hop. He was a huge Wu-Tang fan. I'm a huge Wu-Tang fan. So we bonded over that. When Obama got in office, and this was like toward the end of his first term. At this point, I'm retired. I'm in one of those military groups, and I had stopped going to those groups on Facebook because if you know, you know, those are some of the most racist ass groups. Unless the moderator set up a rule or something about language and content, man, those are some of the most racist groups ever, man. So I stopped going there. But I'm in there, and they're going back and forth. They're just railing on about the most racist, vile shit possible. And you know, I'm in there throwing haymakers, you know, at people. And so this white dude, I was into it with, specifically him, he's coming at me particularly hard, and he's saying his little racist stuff toward me. And I started to pay attention. I'm looking at the likes. One of the people who was liking everything he says is my guy, my Wu-Tang partner in crime. And I was sitting there looking like, the hell? It was weird at first, and then as the thing went on, because this thread was going on a few days, he started to say stuff like laugh at everything the other dude was saying, and then started to throw his 2 cents in. And when I tell you I burnt his ass alive, I burnt his ass alive to the point. I burnt that bridge to where there's no coming back crossing. And I did it on purpose and did not care. But the fact that he would do that, it was just odd to me. It was just very odd to me. We were the fruits of our parents' labor. We thought on both sides. And so you thought it was going to be better. Everything she says, I can relate to it. Even down to the music. I mean, you know, MTV generation, dude, I know all Duran songs, Bon Jovi. I can sing all those songs. Because MTV, everybody's watching MTV. You know, everybody's like mine and stuff like that. So we shared a lot with white kids our age back then. I'm from Vicksburg, Mississippi. It's Mississippi, so you know what's up. But I had white friends in high school. How many do I have now? A handful. 2, 3, 4, like maybe. Because the rest of them bounced. They bounced. It's like when Obama got in office, it's like a bomb went off. A particular situation there. There's a guy I went to high school with, you know, and I was in school with. I've known this dude since I was 10 or 11. I've known this guy. Me and this guy always been cool. I throw a yearly comedy show in my hometown. And one of the years, maybe the 3rd year, something like that, this dude came up on one of the advertisements and said that I'm paraphrasing, it's a shame that our city is allowing this guy to put on a show here because I don't know what happened to him. He was really cool in school, but now he's racist. Because I support Obama? What? How does that make me a racist? And I haven't had no contact with this dude. This is what he put up under there. So it's like, dude, I felt everything she says. And my dad was in the civil rights. So that whole part about, because I surmised that the original video from the white dude, it was him talking about how Generation X black people are complaining and how our previous generation did not. My dad was in the civil rights, so I had to hear that shit all the time. There was a particular supervisor down on my dad's job named Vic. I'm very familiar with Vic. Like, I worked down there at Western House and then turned into Cooper Light. Because he would come home and complain about racist Vic and what racist Vic did and racist da-da-da-da-da. Till like years later, as my dad had long retired, we were in a restaurant, walked past this table of white people. My dad stopped and spoke to everybody. He motioned for me to come over. He said, "Mama, this Vic." He used to be a supervisor down at the plant. And I'm sitting there looking at this elderly white man. I said to myself, "Oh, smack the shit out your ass, man." I'm like, you don't even know what hell you causing our fucking house, man, to hear your name every damn day. So our parents did complain, but they complained to us. They brought all that shit, that frustration back to the house. I swear, man, but I had to put this up. This video here spoke to me. And again, I know this ain't all white people. It's not all white people, but I'm saying, man, it's too many. It's too many.